You ever notice how the same confidence that kept us safe on the block turns into anxiety the moment we leave it? How crazy, right? You see, we built fortresses out of familiarity. We called it loyalty, but really, it was fear wearing home colors. You see, the block taught us how to build calm inside a constant chaos, how to claim 2 benches and call it kingdom. Man, I love sitting on them benches. But here's the raw and real. No one really wants to stay there. I watched Meek Mill say it the other day. We all love it, but nobody wants to stay there. We just don't know how to leave without losing ourselves. And that is the real war. Not Bloods and Crips, not rich and poor, but belonging versus becoming. Now, this hit me because I was thinking about my lifestyle growing up in the projects. I lived in Forest, which was on one side, and McKinley Projects was on the other side. It was right across the street, but it felt like another planet. And we couldn't cross without permission. I'm talking same street, different universe. And all these wise years later, I'm here sitting inside of a $40 billion company, and I realized, yo, it's the same game, different gang. There's still codes, still colors, still loyalty tests. The only difference is the uniforms are polos instead of flags. Like, you ever walk into a room where everybody's speaking your language, but not your dialect? And suddenly you start to question your whole identity? And if that's you, that right there, that's the fear of converting. Not the fear of failure, the fear that success sounds like betrayal, as if leaving the block was a problem. So let's talk system. Every tribe protects its code. In the hood, it's slang. In the corporate, it's strategy. In religion, it's scripture. You see the similarities? It's the same function, different font. Language equals access. Access equals power. And whoever controls the code controls the climb. So when you start speaking both dialects, oh boy, you become dangerous because you're no longer confined to one frequency. You are a bridge, and bridges get walked on by both sides. That's why translators get tired, because translation requires trust, and both tribes treat you like a traitor. Imagine that. And let me ask you this. You ever show up suited to the block and feel like an undercover? That's uncomfortable. You ever walk into a boardroom and feel bald, like your old confidence just shaved clean off? That's the paradox of the convert. The mouth knows both codes. The soul doesn't know which one feels like home. So let's bring you all the way home. Let's work that inner fluence. It's time to do you. So let's do you, and let's do you together. 5 moves, 1 consciousness. Let's upgrade our language. First, you want to disrupt. How about you call out the lie? Leaving the bench ain't betrayal. You don't have to stay stuck to the block. It is graduation. You can love the block, and I love the block, and still outgrow its boundaries. Then you want to own it. Say this out loud. I am bilingual in destiny. My old language built my grit. My new language builds my growth. Then you want to yield. Stop proving you still belong. Belonging was practice. Becoming is purpose. Let both sides talk. Let God translate. Then you want to observe every system, and I mean every system, from gang to corporation, runs on workflow. Once you see the workflow, you can move in any world. That is authorship, not assimilation, and it is your God-given right to upgrade. Then you want to unleash. Take your bench confidence to the balcony. The hood comes everywhere with me. Take your slang into strategy sessions. Take your survival rhythm into symphonies of creation. Because if the scene changes, it's still a hustle, just a little updated. You understand? You see, you didn't lose your voice. You expanded your volume range. The fear of converting isn't about language. It's about lineage. We think evolution means exile, but it's really remembrance in another accent. So do yourself a favor. Speak both codes without apology. Be fluent in faith and finance. Be bilingual in God and grind, because heaven ain't looking for perfect pronunciation, just honest translation. So die to the dialect that kept you small. Rise to the language that makes you whole. That is why we do you, because you own it or be owned by it. You either run the system or the system runs you. Change your mind, change your life. I am who I say I am. Do you and stay rich.